Designed for performance enthusiasts and gamers, Ballistix Sport LT DDR4 memory gets more out of your system. Strike first with reduced load times. Multitask at will with increased bandwidth. And look good doing it. Installation is easy too. With Intel XMP 2.0 profiles, just plug and play and get ready to win with little to no BIOS configuration. We engineered Ballistix Sport to deliver affordable, reliable, and easy-to-use performance gains. Backed by a limited lifetime warranty and rigorously tested to some of the most demanding standards in the industry, Ballistix Sport DDR4 memory is ready to make an impact in your system.
Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Latra here, sponsored by Chaotech. And it seems that we are ready for the lobbies, Tilting versus Minute. But it seems that the side of Minute is one player short. And your side of Minute is trying to get a substitute. Letting you guys see the chat. And hopefully they will be able to find someone. The fact that the side of Minute unfortunately would have to forfeit this match, which means that Tilted will have a win against their name. So just having a quick chat in regards to the rules. Let's have a look here. Alright, so yeah, they have to find a registered player. Seems that they have one, but he is having some issues getting onto the server. And I don't want to keep you guys in the dark. I really want you guys to be updated so that you don't feel I am wasting your time. I do know that you guys are enjoying the music. And hopefully we will be able to get that underway. So it seems that the registered substitute is busy with a VPN and will hopefully be back online very shortly. So just going to do the ads for the sponsors as well as Ballistix, just so that you guys that are joining us will be able to have a look at some of the great products they have on offer, and hopefully you'll be able to upgrade your systems. So without further ado, let's get into that, and you guys enjoy, and we will be back hopefully shortly with a match.
Designed for performance enthusiasts and gamers, Ballistix Sport LT DDR4 memory gets more out of your system. Strike first with reduced load times. Multitask at will with increased bandwidth. And look good doing it. Installation is easy too. With Intel XMP 2.0 profiles, just plug and play and get ready to win with little to no BIOS configuration. We engineered Ballistix Sport to deliver affordable, reliable, and easy-to-use performance gains. Backed by a limited lifetime warranty and rigorously tested to some of the most demanding standards in the industry, Ballistix Sport DDR4 memory is ready to make an impact in your system.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Latre. I do so apologize for the late start, but it seems that there has been a couple of issues getting this game underway. But finally we have made it into the Ballistix Masters South Africa, MiHn vs Tilted Inc. And this is going to promise to be an absolute whopper of a game. As far as I understand, these two teams have got a lot of beef between each other, but without wasting any ado, let's get straight into the action. Looking at the first bans out for the side of MiHn, they have taken out the Monkey King, the Terrorblade, and that ugly little beast there at the top, which is the Underlord. Then on the side of Tilted, they have decided to take out the Arc Warden, such an irritating hero, as well as the Tinker. So it seems that they are trying to avoid any sort of split push happening. I think that MiHn actually want to start taking the fight to the side of Tilted, as well as the Invoker currently banned out by the side of Tilted. I do like the banners from the side of Tilted. That is a contraband smoking gorilla. And hopefully Tilted will be able to bring their highness to the match that we are about to see. As ever, I am sponsored by Chaotic, so please guys do not forget to go and have a look at their website, chaotic.co.za, as well as some of the software that they do offer at Chaotic Retouches Pro. The first pickup for tonight on the side of MiHn is the Disruptor. He does offer quite a bit of versatility to the match. He is able to pull back players as well as the kinetic field that will trap them in place. He does have that Thunder Strike available, so that is going to provide that much needed vision, and that will definitely help the team, especially if they want to try and isolate someone from the team, which is going to help them to actually do that. So Disruptor is a very nice pickup in my opinion. I do see that a lot of the people nowadays pick up the Aether Lens, and that just provides that additional range to pull someone back. Now the Vengeful Spirit is currently picked up from the side of Tilted. Vengeful Spirit does bring the damage aura to the table. He's also got the Wave of Terror that is going to reduce the armor of anyone on the side of MiHn, which is very important. They're probably going to try and get some very quick and easy kills that they would like to get. And also they would possibly want to get that swap once again to try and isolate someone from a team, and that unfortunately does put Vengeful Spirit in a very sticky situation. You might even want him to pick up a quick 4-staff or anything to that effect, just to try and get himself out of the attack range from the side of MiHn. And that is a very important item for Vengeful Spirit to actually pick up, and it would be very good to see that in action. It's very sneaky, and it does work very well, especially on the Vengeful Spirits. But now the Shadow Shaman is actually being picked up by the side of Tilted, but a very quick pickup from the Slaughter by the side of MiHn. And I just want to get a bit into the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman has got that split push potential with the Snake Wards. He is able to pick up an Agnum Scepter. A Blink also very nice item on the Shadow Demon, and that just gives that freedom of movement for the side of Tilted and the Shadow Shaman. On the Slaughter, he does provide a good support. He's got the Slytherin Crush, which does do quite a bit of stun. He's got a very potent ulti, as well as a mini stun, and then also the Sprint, which is going to allow him to catch up to any of the heroes that they would possibly want to hopefully take out. And he's going to need a lot of help from the Disruptor, you know, save the Sprint and try and use it only when necessary. Looking at the ban out now, we've got the Sniper as well as the Lifestealer that is now banned out by the side of Tilted. They don't want to deal with that harassment, and Lifestealer is actually very strong in the latter stages of the game. Also the Phantom Assassin as well as the Queen of Pain being taken out. They want to try and reduce the movement as well as the escape from heroes like the Phantom Assassin, as well as the Queen of Pain, who is able to blink away Phantom Assassin limited, he needs either a creep or a hero close to him, and that will help him get out of any sort of situation. But now this is a nice pickup for Tilted though. They've got the dogs here, and also now the Iron Shell, very nice spell early on in the game to help the dogs here farm up. It will provide that harassment and ensure that MiHn won't really be able to focus on the last hits because they will take damage, and it's just very irritating. He's got the vacuum that's going to pull them together. He's got the wall as the ulti, which is going to create those illusions. And then just looking very quickly at the Luna, he also brings his own damage aura to the table. He's got a nice little split shot there, the bounce attack, so it will just provide that additional harassment, especially in the team fights, and that very important Lunar Blessing. Ooh, the Juggernaut and the Earth Spirit being picked up. Earth Spirit is not one of the easiest heroes to play. You do need to have a certain sort of accuracy with him, and he does provide a lot of stun and a lot of silence to the game, and that is I think what MiHn is trying to focus on. Catch them off guard and just help the Disruptor catch them and bring them back to the team, where Slardar and Luna will then want to finish that hero very quickly and efficiently. Juggernaut's a very nice pickup for the side of Tilted. He does bring quite a bit of damage to the table, as well as some anti-magic. He's got like his own little built-in BKB, especially with the spin, which is going to help him quite a bit, especially against the Disruptor. And I honestly think that is a direct counter pick for Disruptor. I mean, that kinetic field's not going to help, and also the callback won't help him either. But I do see now that Viper is being banned out from the side of Tilted. Viper does tend to cause a bit of issues, especially with the poison skin and the Shadow Fiend now being taken out. And I think that is just when the kinetic field goes up and MiHn wants to try and rush into a battle, but they don't need to fear that the Shadow Fiend is lurking. And that would obviously be a nice item for him to pick up, a Shadow Blade, and he can just ulti and turn the tide very quickly. Now we are currently waiting for the 5th and final pickup for the side of MiHn. They do still have 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining in order to make a decision, so they are taking their time, and it's good to see. It does show that they're not taking the side of Tilted very lightly, and they are definitely considering all of the options that they might have. I mean, there's literally so much they can go for. They could still pick up maybe a Puck. They could even go for a Phantom Lancer, who is still up on the table. They could possibly even decide to go for maybe a Magnus. That reverse polarity is going to work very well with the side of MiHn. But they have decided to pick up the Razor. And Razor is just going to provide that much needed harassment, especially with the static link, to steal the damage away from possibly the Juggernaut and use the damage as his own. So we're going to see how this plays out tonight. This is MiHn versus Tilted. Still quite a bit of time remaining for the side of Tilted. They've got 33 seconds in the remaining reserve time, which they are actually going to use up now. And let's see what they can pick up here. I mean, they've got the dogs here, they've got the Juggernauts. Once again, now they have the option. They could possibly go for maybe a Gyrocopter. They could possibly go for a Lanaya. I mean, there's various options that they can go for, but they do decide to pick up the Outworld Devourer. Very potent hero, especially in the late stages of the game. He's got the Astral Imprisonment. He's got the damage, and also that insanely strong ulti that is going to cause quite a bit of issues for the side of Outworld Devourer. I do feel that to a certain extent that the Razor is a good counter pick against the Outworld Devourer, especially with his passive, which is going to slow Outworld Devourer, especially when Razor does get out of that Astral Imprisonment. He can still static link up and start attacking Outworld Devourer. But we are going to see how this particular game will play out. I do thank you guys very much for having the patience and sticking around, And let's get into this game. MiHn versus Tilting, Ballistix Masters South Africa 2018. Let's get the party started. Right, and we are right into the game, and just introducing the side of MiHn, we do have Schlatt, who is going to be playing on the Luna. We've got Earth Spirit, who will be played by Doubt. Disruptor is going to be played by Foreskin. Fladar is played by the stand-in, and then Razor will be played by A Man Needs a Name. On the opposite end of the map, we do have Lobo, who is going to be playing on the Vengeful Spirit. Outworld Devourer will be played by Azrael. On the Juggernaut, that will be Bungie or Bungie. Not sure how you pronounce that one. But then we have Darks here on Gainlaw. And finally we have Scotty, who is going to be playing on the Shadow Shaman. It seems that in the early stages of the game, these sides are trying to just get a bit of the upper hand. We've got the Darks here that is just running around on the side, and just want to have a look at the XP per minute. Now Schlatt, Gainlaw, just taunting each other just a little bit. I don't think they want Gainlaw to actually put a ward down there, so they are fully aware of that. I don't see any sentry wards as yet.
Cast off the lines. We embark for battle.
And each side is just going to get their very own runes respectively, and just a very quick jump away there. So Gainlaw still has that observer ward available and will be able to pop that down, but I think Gainlaw is very aware of the fact that there could possibly be a sentry ward, and would definitely not want to get that dewarded. Hasn't taken up his skill as yet, but looking at the mid lane, you've got Skadi and Azrael. Quick ban out there from Azrael, but Shadow Shaman is moving up towards Lobo, who is playing on the Vengeful Spirit. It's a nice little static link there, but once that unstable current comes into play, it's going to cause quite a bit of issues. Now we do have a rotation coming up from the sideline. Is Stand-in Myth going to be the target? Is it going to be Foreskin? But nice little stun coming out there from the Vengeful Spirit. Standing taking a lot of damage, but he is going to go down to Bungie. Nice, good kill there. There isn't a ward to actually spot them out here. It actually does seem that there is one, but they overstayed their welcome. Not entirely sure what exactly happened there. Man Needs a Name not doing too badly against the OD mid. There is actually a ward right here, and they managed to sneak past that one. At the bottom lane, Gainlaw is having a lot of fun here, using that Iron Shell on himself. Normally it would be done on the creeps just to push them away. Looking in mid lane now, A Man Needs a Name. He's having a bit of issues here. He's taking quite a bit of damage. He still has the tangos as well as the Fury Fire available. But he's going to have to be exceptionally careful, especially with the next Astral Imprisonment. Oh, he does get caught up there. But Odie is going to have to move away. Razor would definitely now have to consider his options of actually trying to heal up, or maybe even going to base. But he is going to lose quite a bit of experience. So the mid lane win has already gone to that of the Obsidian Destroyer. Nice little wave of terror coming out there from Lobo. Ooh, kinetic field, as well as that Thunder Strike. And Lobo is just going to move away. Doesn't want to get caught. Man Needs a Name still staying in the mid lane. He has used one of the shared tangos. that they are just taking it easy for now. Just trying to get up, but there is a smoke up, and that is Scotty and Lobo possibly moving up to a man needs a name. Azrael, he's probably going to ask, yes, he's going to do that. Scotty and Lobo come into play. Now, is a man needs a name going to get out? No, he's not going to be able to. He has been stunned up. I don't see that the net is being utilized as yet, but they're turning the tides, and that is going to be the Shadow Shaman. Now, Lobo's in a world of trouble. The sprint has been used. Nice little stun. Lobo is going to go down here. Nice kill there to a man needs a name, and good team play there, allowing the Razor to actually get that kill. And that is nice teamwork there. Very, very well played there by the side of MiHn, and not taking any chances at the moment. Gainalor, however, in the bot lane is taking quite a bit of damage there, just using that iron shell to get rid of the Luna and that much needed harassment. We've got the Ring of Aquila now currently. Looking at the top lane, we do have Bungie. He has not got level 6 as yet, but he does have a healing ward available. Thunderstrike going on to Juggernaut. Then we have Shadow Shaman coming in from the sideline. Is he going to try and go onto this one? Nice one there. Spin coming out there from Bungie, but a beautiful little stun from MiHn there, just to help his teammates escape. And that is a beautiful play there from him. Doesn't really have any mana available. He does have the Enchanted Mango, which is the MiHn. Sprint is available. Foreskin has got that Sentry Ward, but it doesn't seem that they're aware that there is a ward scouting out their position and giving absolutely everything away. Now, the Darkseer needs to be very, very careful. However, Schlatt does not have any mana available to even attempt a ulti, even if he had level 6. But he is going to harass and try get rid of the Darkseer as much as possible. We do have a rotation coming in. Juggernaut is fully aware of it. Is he going to stay? No, he is going to back away just a little bit. Ooh, Bungie is actually, I think they've spotted out Foreskin. Nice little stack here. That's just going to help them to get that farm up when they need it. I mean, just a spin from the Juggernaut will be able to take that out. There's a rotation now. Sentry Ward going down. Nothing's being spotted out at the moment. Scotty might be in a bit of a trouble there. But now Lobo coming into play. Nice little stun as well as that kinetic field. And ooh, look at that play from Doubt. Beautiful, well done there. And MiHn is going to comfortably take that kill. Beautiful play there from him. Once again, it's 6 minutes in the game, 3 for 1. Looking at the items, Spirit does have that Orb of Venom as well as the Windlace, which is going to provide him that much needed movement speed. On the Razor, we also have the Ring of Aquila, and then on the Odie, we've got that Null Talisman. We do have a rotation now coming towards the bot lane. This is Luna, who has actually gotten onto level 6, does have the Eclipse available, has got enough mana. There are, however, too many creeps there, and this could work in the favor of the side of Tilted. They are going onto it. Net has not come out. I didn't think they wanted to chance it, but there is no mana on the Shadow Shaman, so that is why that gank failed. Do have a rotation coming out. Oh, but Azrael quickly taking out MiHn. They are giving chase, but have decided to rather not take it any further. They've gotten the upper hand there, and they want to keep it as much as they possibly can. Just see that unstable current working against Azrael, but he is going to move away just up here so that he's not going to be able to be seen. But there is a ward here, so I think that a man needs a name has actually cancelled the static link. We also have Scotty now coming in. Banishment, Holop. Nice little stun coming out, just providing him the necessary time for Scotty to actually catch up and get that net. Are they going to be able to get that kill? Yes, they are. MiHn Doubt moving into position. Foreskin is there. Oh, the ulti, and that's a beautiful double kill. Azrael just moving away to avoid any further damage there from the tower. Very, very good play there from them. And that's Thunderstrike. Another rotation coming out there from Skadi. Is he going to run into Slardar? Oh, Slardar has spotted him out. Skadi does have the advantage of that ward there. Are they going to try and rush it? Bungie does try and do it, but Skadi's going to back away. Now we've got the Obsidian Destroyer as well as Lobo also moving into position. But I think they are considering the fact that there might be a Sentry ward or even an Observer ward. And just by the movements of Slardar at the moment. Ooh, nice little spin coming out there. Miss is in a bit of trouble now. Now Doubt coming into play. Tried to stun him up. Has managed to do it, but that is the ulti coming out. And Bungie's going to comfortably take that kill. Slardar does go down. They are pinging for Bungie to actually take that. There you go. Just look at that wave of terror. Just helping Bungie quite a bit to get that creeps down. Are providing that lovely heal from that healing ward, and comfortably Bungie is able to take that. I do feel that Azrael is going to become a insanely strong hero, just for the fact that he is very anti-tank and can help quite a bit. Nice silence coming out there from Doubt. Slardar definitely needs to get that blink up, and on Earth Spirit I would consider possibly an Aether Lens or anything to that effect. Foreskin is there. Is he going to try and attempt to pull Azrael back? Only one level in that glimpse. And Darkseer has resorted to farming in the bot lane. Schlatt currently has got that level 6 as well as that Lucent Beam. I see that the Lunar Blessing has been spammed up, so that's just that necessary depth that they need. Foreskin currently moving and just planting some wards, and that is going to help them, but he now is going to run into a bad situation. Foreskin being spotted out. Beautiful stun coming through. Wave of terror as well as the net. Lobo just attacking, and that is Skadi that is going to get that kill. Very nice play there from them, and unfortunately, oh, another kill, but that is actually a miss that has managed to take out Bungie. Does feel that Doubt does have his work cut out for him. Gainalor has got the Iron Shell. Is level 8, but that has not decided to take up that Wall of Replica yet. But look at this overextension coming out here from the Luna, and this is going to cause quite a bit of issues. Beautiful vacuum in, and that is going to be the end of Schlatt. Tried to get that ulti off, but didn't work. But now Razor is in there. Beautiful static link coming through. Lobo getting that wave of terror, but he is going to go down. That is going to be Foreskin that's going to deny the kill to the Razor, and that could potentially cost them the game in the later stages. I mean, you need to get that Razor pretty farmed in the early to mid game. He is quite strong. If he does manage to get that Agnum Scepter, it's going to help him quite a lot, especially against those towers. And that is middle tower tier 1 that has gone down. Tier 1 of the top lane is now in a bit of danger there. Got a smoke coming up. Is a Sentry ward, but that's not going to spot them out. So they are pretty safe in that regard. Fortification on the top tower, but too little too late. Still going to be able to get the tower down, as Rail does manage to get that. Smoke up now coming from Gainalor, Skadi and Lobo. Seems that they are attempting to go and have a fight in the mid lane. But just look at this. And that is Odie that has actually gone down. Oh, look at Disruptor. He scored beautiful net up. Wall of Replica coming out. Beautiful vacuum. And now Razor wants to go for it, but he has popped that Replica. Gainalor does now have the advantage fighting behind it, but they've decided to move up to the higher ground. Schlatt needs to get out of there. He does not have an ulti available. 113 seconds remaining. Oh, big jump there coming out from Doubt. And it does feel that the side of Tilted have got the upper hand at the moment. Just looking at the net worth, you can see that the Juggernaut, as well as the OD and the Darkseer on the side of Tilted, are the top 3 net worth. They are currently 5k team net worth ahead, 13 minutes of the game with a score of 6-8. And it's going to be nice to see how, or if possible, if the side of MiHn will actually be able to come back into the game. They do have the potential of doing so, but now the Tilted side is focusing their time and energy on this bottom tier 1. We do have a TP coming in from Luna, who has not got an LT available. Running into that one, that was very, very unnecessary though. There was no reason for him to go in like that. Beautiful LT coming out there from Bungie, and that is another kill going down. It's utter chaos at the moment. They are going in one by one, which is not helping them that much. Foreskin does not have a level 6 as yet. Possibly buying him a book will help him get to that level 6 and will help the team as well, especially with that static storm coming out. Now they are on the run. You do have Azrael, doesn't have that 4-star up as yet. He is building towards it. Kinetic field coming out. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much. Just going to hide on the sideline, and it does seem that Tilted is going to be able to get this one. We do have Lobo, just a sneaky little ward there. 2 seconds on the ulti from Schlatt, and man needs a name going in. Nice little stun coming out, but now man downed. He's going to go down very, very quickly. A miscommunication there from the side of Radiant, and this is not the position that they want to find themselves in right now. Kinetic field coming out, static, oh, look at that, nice ulti coming through, but Luna, and oh, now it seems that a double kill is going to go to Azrael. They are just stomping over the side of MiHn at the moment. Stun coming out, ooh, Sizzling Clash actually misses. Ooh, things are not going the way of MiHn at the moment. And Bungie is just going to farm up. He does have that Quilling Blade as well as the Demon Edge, so that Battle Fury is way overdue. It's 15 minutes in the game. He should have had it by all rights already, especially with the performance of the team as it is. 11,000 team net worth, and that is 15 or almost 16 minutes in the game, and they are starting to steamroll over the side of MiHn, and it's going to be very, very difficult. Juggernaut is coming out, does have the ulti available. Big mistake from Razor to actually run back. Bungie wanted to, he could have potentially gone for it, but is he going to go for it now? Beautiful ulti coming out. Oh, spin, and yes, he's going to be able to do that, but oh no. Oh no. Doubt, unfortunately, caught in the crossfire. That's a tier 2 tower top that's going to go down. Focusing the tier 2 mid lane as well. Shadow Shaman can definitely do that without any problems. Basically, those snake wards are helping quite a lot, and they do a hell of a lot of damage as well. Ooh, that's the Shadow Shaman has picked up that blink, as I mentioned earlier. It's just going to provide him that a bit of freedom of movement. Now, just coming from the sidelines and get a quick shackle off. Then the Vengeful Spirit has got that Medallion of Courage. Additional armor reduction there. That Battle Fury finally up. And then the Mantis Style will be the next item for Bungie.
Are Radiant using echolocation?
That will devour. Ooh, it's the 4-star as well as that Dragon Lance. He's building into that Hurricane Pike, which is going to cause a lot of issues for MiHn. Schlatt just trying to farm up as much as possible. Has also got that Dragon Lance available, just to give that additional range, and that is what will hopefully to those fights and manage to get those ultis off. Darkseer in the mid lane currently had only got the Guardian Greaves, nice little pickup there for him, and we also have Blink Dagger that's next in queue. Bungie just free possible, trying to catch someone off guard. They've spotted out, and Schlatt does get the ulti off, but is that going to be enough? Bungie, oh, he does manage to get the kill, but he's going to spin his way out of that one. Foreskin still has the glimpse available. Are they going to be able to use it? Nice little stun coming out there, and he does manage to pull him back, but the kinetic field is not ready yet. Wall of replica coming through, and utter chaos. Standing Myth not able to do much. He is getting chased away. Oh, just look at that. Bungie is dominating. GG. It seems actually being called at the moment. But Schlatt says no, unfortunately. That was a mistake. And yeah, not much that MiHn can do right now. It does seem they are being outplayed quite hectically. I mean, the current score is 19 minutes. It's 8 for 20.
The middle tower is under attack.
I'm not sure if I should call him Bungie or Bungie. Not sure what he would prefer, but maybe I will ask him during the half when we get into game number 2. Snake Wars are ready, so they possibly want to go now onto Roshan. It does seem that they really want to go and do that right now. We still have that being queued up. Bungie has got that Yasha. He got that very quickly though. I don't see that there's going to be any sort of contest for the Roshan. There are too many wards up. Unless the side of MiHn actually get a smoke and decide to contest it. But I mean, they're dealing with so many creeps, and it's very difficult for them to actually try and do anything at the moment. Has got that Ages of Immortal, so he's going to try and just go in and do whatever needs to be done. He is running head on into the team, and it seems, oh, is he going to go in? What's going to happen there? Man needs a name coming out to try and defend it. Standing Myth has got ulti off to the Juggernaut. Now, what is going to happen here? Are they going to go to the higher ground? They do have the Ages of Immortal available, and are they going to risk it? Azrael, very nice items there, as well as the Hurricane Pike, which is going to help them quite a lot. Bungie seemingly wanting to go in, asking his team, are you guys ready? Everyone is there. Bungie just needs to take that risk. Beautiful little swap coming out. Man needs a name, in so much trouble, but that is the Disrupt ulti coming through. It's not doing that much damage, but it does get the silence off. That is 3 down for the side of MiHn. And now they're in a big hassle there. Snake Wards are coming down. They are still giving chase. And it does seem that Myth, is he actually going to... No, he's actually going to survive. And Bungie just going for the tower, not really worrying. They have everyone there. As Royal getting a man needs a name. Nice kill there. Both sides still have what seems to be the Glyph fortification. And it does seem that there is a which means that the Aftal is going to take the game, and alright, so I'm going to find out exactly what is happening. So you guys just stick around, and I will be back very shortly.
Designed for performance enthusiasts and gamers, Ballistix Sport LT DDR4 memory gets more out of your system. Strike first with reduced load times. Multitask at will with increased bandwidth. And look good doing it. Installation is easy too. With Intel XMP 2.0 profiles, just plug and play and get ready to win with little to no BIOS configuration. We engineered Ballistix Sport to deliver affordable, reliable, and easy-to-use performance gains. Backed by a limited lifetime warranty and rigorously tested to some of the most demanding standards in the industry, Ballistix Sport DDR4 memory is ready to make an impact in your system.
Hey guys, and just a very quick feedback. It does seem that has actually forfeited the game, which means that Tilted do progress and get a higher score, and that just puts them in running to continue. Unfortunately, MiHn was not able to get a substitute player, and yeah. And that basically wraps it up for me tonight. I do thank you guys once again for joining me. It is very much appreciated. For any of the other Ballistix teams watching, please don't forget to drop me a like, or just share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and there will be a lot more action. And once again, thanks guys. Have an absolutely awesome evening.
Designed for performance enthusiasts and gamers, Ballistix Sport LT DDR4 memory gets more out of your system. Strike first with reduced load times. Multitask at will with increased bandwidth. And look good doing it. Installation is easy too. With Intel XMP 2.0 profiles, just plug and play and get ready to win with little to no BIOS configuration. We engineered Ballistix Sport to deliver affordable, reliable, and easy-to-use performance gains. Backed by a limited lifetime warranty and rigorously tested to some of the most demanding standards in the industry, Ballistix Sport DDR4 memory is ready to make an impact in your system.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Latre, sponsored by Chaotech, coming to you live tonight. And this is Tilted Inc. versus MiHn in the 2018 Ballistix Masters South Africa tournament. And we have just received news that game number 2 will actually take place. The side of MiHn have managed to find the substitute for the match, and they are pretty stoked about that, and both teams have agreed to continue with the match. And I'd have to say big ups to both teams for the sportsmanlike conduct. It is good to be back, you guys. The first game did go to the side of Tilted. They did do very, very well and just started steamrolling. But game number 2 is going to go now that they do have their substitutes. Just getting into the game very, very quickly. We've got the Terrorblade, then the Underlord and the Monkey King being banned out, as well as the Invoker, the Sniper, and the Nyx Assassin. Tilted has decided to go for the Disruptor this time around. Obviously, with the versatility that he does bring, he does disrupt, as his name says, the game quite a bit, and can isolate a hero, especially if he wants to try and get away. And if he does try and juke against the trees, you've still got the Thunderstrike to just provide you that necessary vision. But now the Winter Wyvern, that is a very, very interesting pickup and a very dangerous pickup for the side of MiHn as well. I mean, if anything has to go wrong, just a little bit of a miscommunication, you could possibly have the Winter Wyvern ulti coming out. You could have I mean, things that can go wrong with the Winter Wyvern, and you really, really need to know what you're doing. This is just one of those specialist heroes that utter communication in order for his ulti to work absolutely perfect. Shadow Shaman being picked up by the side of MiHn. They want to have that split push potential with the Snake Wards, as well as the Net and the Hex. And not to forget the Thundershock that is going to just help and control the lanes that much better. Still waiting for the second pickup for the side of Tilted Inc. The Disruptor is a very, very nice pickup there for them, and he can just obviously ping out if he wants to pull someone. And we're going to see how this particular game progresses. And Tilted has once again decided to go for the Dark Seer. Did cause quite a bit of hassles in game number 1. The Dark Seer has got the Iron Shell. He's got that potential of surging, so he can either chase or get away. It's a very, very versatile offlane hero, and he does work very well for the side of Tilted. And understandably that they would want to pick him again. MiHn now has decided once again to take out the Shadow Fiend. They don't really want to play against that, but the Lycan, interesting ban out there. He is a very, very good hero and can cause so much issues. And I see now that Earthshaker is being banned, and I think that is just basically for the net of the Shadow Shaman. I don't think that they want to have that disrupted at all, and they just want to get their fights off as much as they possibly can. I think that the side of MiHn do have their work cut out for them, especially with the 2 heroes that Tilted already have. It's very, very little that I do manage to get to see the Disrupted Darkseer combination, which does work very well. And I mean, it opens up the door for possibly, you know, maybe a Juggernaut to come through, just to try and counter the Disruptor, which they did try and do in game number 1, but it didn't really work that well. But hopefully they'll be able to pull it off this game, or potentially it could even be banned out. The OD is also still on the table, but now a bit of a respect ban, and that was for the Luna. However, I don't feel that the Luna really did perform that well in the first game. I mean, he was shut down so much, not much that he could really do. And yeah, it's very, very difficult for MiHn at the moment, and they are looking to make a comeback, and we will have to wait and see if they're going to be able to pull that one off.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Oh, Phantom Assassin, what a pickup for the side of MiHn. And this is going to throw a spanner in the works for the side of Tilted. Phantom Assassin, he's got that Shrifling Dagger, which is going to slow down the Euros. He does have the Coup de Grace, which does provide him just that crit. And I mean, you pop a Desolator on a Phantom Assassin. I mean, you can also maybe go for a Monkey King bar. And Phantom Assassin actually hits extremely hard. But it will be interesting to see if he's possibly going to go for maybe a Battle Fury first, if that is on the table there. Possibly go for the Desolator first, which does help against any sort of armor reduction as well. So we'll have to wait and see what they come up with. And once again, the Earth Spirit is being picked up. It's a very risky play going with the Earth Spirit. I mean, you've got the silence and also the stun. But his ulti is very little that you actually see him manage to get that off, and it's very difficult. They've now picked up the Bristleback on the side of MiHn, and I mean that is an absolute tank right there. He's got the Coil Spray, he's got the Nasal Goo. He is going to slow down any sort of hero. I mean, the Disruptor is going to have a absolutely horrible time against the Bristleback, and now the Juggernaut being picked up. And that is basically the two teams swapping heroes. We had the Shadow Shaman in game 1 on the side of Tilted, as well as the Juggernaut on the side of MiHn. So they are trying to swap it around. I mean, they didn't ban the Juggernaut, so they might as well pick it up, and that's just going to help. I mean, MiHn doesn't really have any sort of escape unless a BKB comes up on the Phantom Assassin. They could even consider putting it on the Bristleback. I mean, there's so many options that they can go in terms of where they actually want to take the game. And I'd really like to see what's going to happen to this one. I think it's going to be a good one. Oh, Storm Spirit. They just want to take away the mobility on the side of Tilted. Storm Spirit could have possibly worked. Tinker being banned out now as well. I don't really see the Storm Spirit particular lineup, but the Viper, a very nice pickup there for them. I think that will possibly be a mid Viper with the safe lane Juggernaut, the Earth Spirit and the Disruptor roaming, and then obviously the Darkseer in the offlane position. On the side of MiHn, you've got the Phantom Assassin. He could potentially go mid lane. Maybe he could go into the safe lane position with your Bristleback in the off lane. You've got your Winter Wyvern as well as the Shadow Shaman. But I think mostly Winter Wyvern would want to maybe babysit the Phantom Assassin. He could possibly just get a quick TP to maybe Bristleback's position and just heal him up, especially when he needs it the most. But I do think that Bristleback is going to cause quite a bit of issues for the side of Tilted, just for the fact that he is so tanky, and that Coil Spray that does do quite a bit of damage. And obviously if you pop a Crimson Guard on the Bristleback, I mean, it's very difficult to actually take him down. So they are going to have some issues in that regard. But they still have some time remaining to get their final pickup. I do think that they need a mid. So, I mean, Zeus is still on the table, which is going to help quite a bit. But they decide to go for the Death Prophet. Now, that is a very nice pickup there. You've got the Spirit Siphon, you've got the Exorcism. That silence is going to cause major issues for Tilted, and they would have to coordinate their fights absolutely brilliantly in order to get the upper hand in this one. But at the end of the day, it all just comes down to the strategy and the team play, as well as that very important communication factor. And yeah, we're going to head into this game shortly. This is Tilted Inc. versus MiHn, and this is the Ballistix Masters South Africa 2018. Let's get the party started. We are back in the game. This is game number 2, and it's going to be very, very nice to see how they are just getting in. Juggernaut by Darkseer will be played by Gainalaw, then Viper by Bungie, Disruptor by Scardy, and on the other side of the map we've got Shadow Shaman that will Death Prophet dude, Handsome Assassin by Myth. So very, very early in the game you do see that the Darkseer, it's just trying to get that needed vision to know exactly what it can happen. Has anyone tried to put a ward down? He's just going to want to scout that out, even though he doesn't really have a sentry ward available to him at the moment. It's going to provide him that vital information that he is going to need. Foreskin, I'm not sure if they're going to try and actually run into their opponent's field. It doesn't seem.
At last, the battle begins.
This should make my life easier.
Nice little ward down here at the top lane, just giving a quiet. Definitely need that. Now Lobo is in the mid lane. Is he going to stay there? Move towards maybe bottom. Quick jump in there. Does catch Schlatt. Orb of Venom is doing quite a bit of harassment. Gainalaw just using that shell to try and get harassment off, but at the bottom lane Foreskin already taking quite a bit of damage. That Thunderstrike's doing quite a lot there, but ooh, look at that. That Quill Spray is doing so much damage, so that Death Ward will definitely have to come out very, very soon. Nice little net coming out, but this is not going to be enough to take out Azrael at the moment. Another net coming through. They are playing very, very risky at the moment. I think MiHn is having quite a lot of desperate plays, but now we've got a jump in there from Lobo. Hasn't gone for the body block, but that Thunderstrike is there. Glimpse not available. Quick mana being popped there, and Doubt is just going to run back. Oh, Schlatt is taking so much damage in the mid lane. Not much he can do. That corrosive skin is causing quite a bit of issues there. Azrael is there. He's going to have to get that healing ward up just to try and help him survive in the lane much longer. And Schlatt can't really do much against Bungie there. Oh, got an engagement top lane. Gainalaw is running into the tree line. Wondering if the side of MiHn could actually go on that one, but they decided not to run in there. You have Lobo once again coming in for a rotation, but does decide to back off. Schlatt not having the best of games at the moment. Oh, Gainalaw doesn't have any mana remaining, so that does put him in a difficult position. Azrael doing very, very well to hold up against Foreskin. Oh, another jumping coming from Lobo. That is a beautiful body block. Now comes the spin. Is that going to be enough to take out Foreskin? Oh, he actually gets glimpsed back. Oh, that is first blood going to Lobo. Doing very, very well there. And they just waited and waited with that glimpse. Very, very good play there. But Gainalaw is playing very, very dangerous right now. He is being slowed up, but he does have that surge available. So he's just going to run away and try and possibly heal up. He has got the tangos. He's going to use one, but he is still in a difficult position. Just look at that. Very, very much overextended. Does still have that sprint available. That is the surge. Schlatt doing very well. Rotation coming in from Doubt. Is this going to be enough to take him out? Schlatt coming in. Oh, Spirit Siphon coming out now. I do believe that Schlatt could have actually moved a bit forward, but Bungie could potentially take this one. He does pop it. Oh, Doubt manages to get that now coming back. Beautiful little stun there. But yeah, that Death Prophet could have possibly done a little bit more. Just that Fury Fire enabling that Viper to get the kill.
Invisibility.
Got Lobo invis. Nice little stacks there. So again, quite a bit of vision here on the Radiant side. Daya is going to enjoy that quite a bit. They can see exactly what's happening there. But yeah, Schlatt, he could possibly be kicked back. Is that a possibility? Oh, it seems that they are wanting to go on Doubt, but Azrael just coming back. Scotty sitting on the sideline. He's got that glimpse available. Is he going to pull Doubt back? Oh, not yet. Oh, managed again. Schlatt just going down. Not having the best of games tonight. Ooh, look at Gainalaw. Surging his way out of that one. Do have the rotations coming in, but it's just not enough to get that Viper down. Viper is winning that lane very, very well. Just looking at the current gold as well. And Juggernaut's having a ball of a time. Ooh, now Doubt. That little movement there from Crew Dude should have basically given away the fact that there was a observer ward there. I mean, Lobo did come from the high ground, and Winter Wyvern just turned around and went back. So I mean, that could have been a clue for them to say, look, but you know, why is he turning around? So maybe get a sentry ward up there. So we will obviously see how they deal with that. Now Doubt moving on to Scotty. Trying to go on Azrael. Forskin just tanking the damage there. Nice little net coming out from Doubt. Are they going to go on this one? Oh, kinetic field. But now Azrael is in a bit of trouble. He is going to try and battle it out. Oh, they do manage to get down the Shadow Shaman. Gainalaw is there. Beautiful little glimpse back. And a double kill going to Scotty. Nice rotation coming in there from Gainalaw. Gainalaw should be able to help Azrael get this little stack here on the sideline. And just that healing ward has come out. Shadow Shaman has now gone up towards the top lane. Every time Schlatt does attempt to do anything against the Bungie, he does get slowed, and that damage sticker does do quite a bit of damage. Are we going to see a smoke up? No, we're going to see a shrine being used. Are they going to want to rotate towards the mid lane? And smoke has been popped.
What have we here?
They're trying to bring down Radiant's top tower.
This should make my life easier.
Radiant's top tower is on
Oh, Schlatt once again. Now the rotations do come in. Nice little glimpse. That is Bungie. Oh, he's being pommeled, but it seems that he actually manages to get away from that one. Nice teamwork there coming from Lobo as well, just to stun and silence. That fight really didn't go their way. We'll have Crew Dude not at Winter's Curse yet. Azrael just has to play very careful. He does have the Omni Slash available, but there are still too many creeps there to actually do anything against Foreskin. And Foreskin's taking advantage of that. The Healing Ward is available as well as the Fury Fire. And whatever decision he makes now could potentially cause him his death. I think that did that spike actually miss? No, it seems like it landed. Oh, Scotty! Lobo jumping and beautiful little stun on Myth. Does pull back that stone. Now trying beautiful kinetic field, but I think Doubt is just outside of that kinetic field, but he has actually been netted up. Oh, nice. Crew Dude did try very well to save him with that Gold Embrace. Foreskin very well on his way towards that Vanguard, and looking at Doubt, he still has another Smoke of Deceit available. Azrael is playing very risky. He's got 14 charges on the magic wand, but is that really going to be enough to keep him alive?
Thanks.
Oh, we've got a rotation.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Oh, but yeah, decided not to go for it. Is a Observer Ward in the bot lane, so they can easily see if someone is going to try and come from the sideline.
Missing top.
That's for me.
I'll take that as tribute.
Looking at the team network very quickly. Not much happening at the moment. Viper is doing very well, followed very closely by the Juggernaut. Phantom Assassin currently in third.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Foreskin, is he going to move on to Lobo? Lobo does have that boulder. Also got that rolling boulder. Just going to be able to get out of that one. Myth just trying to farm up as much. Mithril Hammer. I don't feel that Orb of Venom was the best choice for him to make at the moment. Ooh, Azrael actually managing to take down Doubt.
My blade is swifter.
Oh, just look at that. Oh, Bungie just getting rid of the Death Prophet.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
Juggernaut doesn't have an ulti, but he does have that spin available. And is that going to be enough to get rid of Crew Dude? Are they going to be able to glimpse it back? No, it doesn't seem that they're actually going to attempt to do that. Doubt, unfortunately, going down in that engagement. But he is now moving back into the maybe go onto him, taking one for the team. Nice net, but very dangerous. Back, the glimpse is still there, and they should be able. Oh!
Accept your death.
In the mid. But yeah, once again, I do feel that the Orb of Venom wasn't really the best choice for Myth. No, I mean he obviously had half the Desolator by now.
Fortified structures can't be breached.
Structures fortified. We do have Scotty sitting on the sideline. Ooh. Seems that have a rotation coming in there, and that is the Juggernaut. Okay. Oh, the tower does go down.
Just got knocked down.
Lobo spots out Crew Dude, and Crew Dude's just gonna try and run away. Silence once again coming through, and no real engagement at the moment. Scotty coming up from behind Myth. Oh, very, very well baited out there. Just giving enough.
You've been disrupted.
Again, it's not going in the way of MiHn at the moment. I mean, they are really, really. I would have possibly hoped to see in a more of an aggressive. Doing that once he gets. He's trying to farm that as quick as he possibly can. Shrine does get popped. Foreskin's not going to get that much. But tilted now.
Same as you, Tidehunter.
Gainalor just running forward. Gainalor also has got that Vanguard as well as that Arcane. And it seems that he wants to build into the Greaves.
I'll take that as tribute.
That's a gift from the Tempest of Battle.
I see finally Myth has decided to go for the Blightstone. Just to try and get that Desolator up. Once he does, he really needs to go into a BKB. And that will just help him to get close to one of the softy heroes, for example the Disruptor. But we do have a smoke up now. Ooh, Bungie has the double damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What's this? Dire fortified their
Nice Sentry Ward coming out, but the glimpse. Everyone's been caught that vacuum. Oh, that's the ult coming through from Crew Dude, trying to help the teammate, but too little, too late. Wasn't much he was actually able to do there, but now Shat coming in with a beautiful little silence. He doesn't have the exorcism available. Oh, but Lobo does manage to get down Crew Dude. Is that glimpse available already? No, 8 seconds to go. But now Bungie says he wants to get the kill, and he's going straight after the Death Prophet. And that is 14 for 1, 17 minutes in the game. 13,000 team net with lead, and it's safe to say that the side of Tilted has taken the lead.
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
It does feel that the side of Tilted do get the momentum going much quicker in this game. We do have a rotation coming in from Foreskin. Is he actually going to want to go in there? Bungie is there. Foreskin running in. He hasn't even taken the Vicious Naval yet. I mean, he's not able to slow up anyone at all. Oh, let's look at that. Foreskin in a world of trouble. Kinetic field coming up. Oh, silence. Oh! That wall of replica is up. Oh, ulti coming out there from Crew Dude. But just look at that damage. That is absolutely insane. And now, finally, it seems that Siphon Filter is helping. We do have that exorcism not even helping to get the Juggernaut to turn around and do something. I mean, he just pops down a healing ward, and that's all he basically needs to do. It keeps him alive. Still 13,000 net worth. I mean, Juggernaut does have an interesting pickup here with his Shadow Blade. I mean, he's got 17 charges on the Magic Wand as well as that Battle Fury. Foreskin still struggling to get that Blade Mail up. Tilted now, focusing their attention towards the mid lane. Oh, there is a TP in from Foreskin, but dangerous. Gets vacuum back as well, stunned up. And just look at how easily they deal with that. Beautiful ulti coming out there. Oh, ho. Getting spree going there. Are they going to go into crew dude? Yes, manages to get a double kill. Oh. This game's pretty much GG. Tilted is just walking over the side of MiHn at the moment. And Bungie doesn't really care. He's just going to go for it. Just look at that attack range. Triple kill there for him. Waiting for that 4-star.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Tilted has definitely stepped on the accelerator. Not much that MiHn can really do at the moment. Whoa, just look at that Death Prophet. Oh, and the vacuum and the wall. Just look at that damage. It's 3 euros in very, very quick succession. MiHn has got the Desolator, but is he going to be able to do anything? Is he going to be able to get a lucky crit if he does decide to actually go in there? Would that be a fatal mistake? I mean, Doubt is also there. Net is available. He's got that Ether Shock. Wall of Replica just protecting them so much. I don't see why Phantom Assassin would want to jump in that, especially with that Wall of Replica up. I mean, it's risking of him actually taking himself out. $24,000 net worth, and that's only 21 minutes in the game. That's 26 for 3. Nice little sentry ward pop down just before they smoke, just so they know that they're not going to be spotted out. Oh, another engagement there. Just look at that ulti from the Winter Wyvern. Very, very quickly, but just not enough. Just look at that. And this is pretty much GG right now. Very, very good play there from the side of Tilted. Foreskin now finally only has 1 level in that snot. Nice jump coming out there once again from Lobo. Silence and the stun. That's Scotty taking another kill. Doesn't seem that the side of Tilted wasting it, and GG does get called. And this is Tilted taking the series 2-0. But I have to mention that the sportsmanlike conduct from both of these teams have been exceptional. Big ups to both of these teams. There was a possibility that MiHn wasn't able to play the second game, but they did manage to finally get a substitute, and Tilted agreed to play the second match. And deservedly so, they very, very good team play there from them. And I just want to have a quick look at the stats for this game. I mean, just looking at the graph here from just before the 10-minute mark, everything just went into the favor of Tilted. They played exceptionally well. The player levels, I mean, looking at Bungie, I mean, he just skyrocketed above all of the other players. Very, very good, well played there from both of these teams. And your winners for tonight is Tilted. I do thank you guys very, very much for joining me. It's much appreciated. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for those that did enjoy the live stream. From myself, Light Trey, and the guys at Ballistix South Africa, have an absolutely awesome evening.